Today, President Biden announced more than 500 new sanctions against Russia for the death of opposition leader Alexei Navalny and the war on Ukraine. As that happens, the world is preparing to mark the second anniversary of Russia's full-scale invasion of its democratic neighbor. As Ukraine marks 2 years of war on Saturday and Russian dissidents mourn the death of top Kremlin critic Alexei Navalny, President Biden announcing more than 500 new sanctions aimed at holding and embolden Russian President Vladimir Putin accountable.
America stands up for freedom. We never bow to anyone, particularly Putin.
The largest single package of sanctions since Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine began targets the Russian finance sector and defense industrial base, along with those connected to Navalny's imprisonment. President Biden met Thursday with Navalny's widow and daughter. His mother alleges Russian authorities will only release his body if she agrees to a secret funeral, as hundreds of Navalny supporters have already been arrested for honoring his legacy. In Ukraine, the most difficult phase of fighting since the war began. Ukrainian troops starting to lose ground without new shipments of American weapons that House Republicans are holding up in a funding fight on Capitol Hill. The Senate's top Democrat leading a group of senators in Ukraine today, trying to offer reassurance that the U.S. will not walk away from its promised support to an ally fighting for freedom.
You are helping us to save democracy, not only in Ukraine, of course, fight for democracy and freedom in the world.
We are passionate about believing in you.
Ukrainian troops asking for bullets, not beliefs, writing in one frontline town, quote, "We are not asking for too much. We just need artillery shells and aviation. The rest we do ourselves." And the U.S. and allies have brought historic levels of sanctions against Russia since it invaded Ukraine. And the Russian economy has proved surprisingly resilient, finding new outlets for its oil exports in China and India and profiting off war production. All that raises questions about how effective these new sanctions will be. So stay tuned.